Welcome, Earth.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Four Raving Lunatics.
Don't worry, it's not working.
No, come on, man. Yeah. Alright, so Four Raving Lunatics, I'm James.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Rob.
And today
we're going to discuss dream cars. We've done a lot of movies, a lot of comic books, a lot of nerdy stuff recently. So in an attempt to give you guys and maybe ourselves a reprieve from that, we're going to talk about something manly. Cars. Dream cars. Money was no object. What are 5 cars that you would love to have?
That'll be our main topic. For those of you that are new, we normally hit a couple others, and we start off with our pet peeves. So you said you actually might have one. You have anything?
No.
It was work related. I remember thinking, man, I need to write this down, and I didn't write it down.
I don't like feeling underappreciated.
We appreciate it.
That's all. That's all I'll go.
Mine, I talked about before, but it was political correctness, and it comes from, I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff that I keep seeing, that is people complaining about people having an opinion. And in today's world, like, there's so much social media, and everyone gets to have an opinion, which is great. So why is it every time someone has an opinion, there has to be this big uproar about it, and whether or not it fits into
Their little bubble.
Well, like a lot of people are talking about Cam Newton now because of the Super Bowl. And he's is he too black or whatever for America? It's like, but if somebody says something about having a problem with him, then it's like, well, you can't say that. It's like, why can't I say that? It's my opinion. It's not wrong. It's my opinion. So
Flamboyant's not the right word, but they don't like him because he's flamboyant. He's loud, boisterous.
I don't like him because of those stupid commercials.
I don't think they like him because of, he's more extrovert and outgoing. He's not just kind of like that quiet football player. I don't like him because he was a cheater in college, so.
well, see,
He cheated. He's a cheater.
it's really funny. Like I don't usually like showmanship. I have no problem with that. If it's sincere, like if it's your personality. Like, if you're just doing it to have fun, if you're not trying to belittle someone else, then, I don't have a problem with it. I don't like it when, like, if somebody dunks on somebody and they want to get in their face about it or something like that. But I don't understand the whole, if you score a touchdown, don't celebrate. It's like, okay, it's a lot of hard work to do that. I should get to celebrate that accomplishment.
True story.
But, I mean, it's the same with, like, the Redskins. I don't understand if... Like, I understand it might offend people, but once again, it's like if it offends you, that's because you're taking offense to it. Like,
it in and of itself is not necessarily offensive.
it's not harming you.
I'm technically offended that it's not the Tampa Bay Devil Rays anymore. It's now the Rays.
I mean,
Why?
uh,
Stupid stuff offends stupid people.
If you're going to recognize Jesus, you got to recognize devil. That's the...
Booyah.
I talk like a hick. People can say whatever they want to about how I talk, how I speak, where I'm from. It's like, that's your opinion. If that's what you want to, if that's how you want to pigeonhole me, and that's the
Sucks to be you.
Then yeah, sorry that you're not more open-minded, but that's your opinion. And if that's the way that you want to view me, then fine. And I don't understand why everyone feels like they have to change everyone else's opinion.
Your internet may not be functioning. I was looking to see if there was an update to the app, because mine had an update.
Don't worry.
On your phone it says there.
I don't have Periscope. Opinions. What's that? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and they always stink.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I like the fact that the internet's out there and everyone can have an opinion. I just don't understand why everyone has to get upset about that and feel like they need to change everyone else's
Because
mind.
this is the age of entitlement to where It's the people that's like, hey, you participated. Here's a trophy. I don't like that. You guys got to agree with me, by the way.
Well, Levitard and them, they were doing something on their show. There was a hockey player that got elected to the All-Star game, and the reason he got elected is because he's a thug and he's an enforcer, and the fans just voted him on there because he's entertaining to them. He's only got like 3 goals for the year. The league, I guess, didn't like it, and I'm not sure on all these details, so I could be incorrect. But he went apparently got put in the minor league, so he couldn't be in the game. But then everyone complained until they're going to put him in the game. So he's on there talking to them, and they try to get him to. They're like, if we raise enough money, will you start a fight with somebody in the All-Star game, or we want you to just joke? And then he hung up, but they kept going with it, and it's like, well, we'll get behind a charity if we can raise it like $1 million. We'll give him $1 million to charity, and he can pick a fight in a hockey game. It'll be funny. And then like everyone starts, well, we can't do that. How's ESPN going to be viewed? You're promoting violence, and it's like, really?
They're joking.
That's what he said. It's not like he's going to go.
It's a sports entertainment show. They're just poking fun at it.
Well, and even if you would go start a fight, it's like, is he really going to try to break someone's face in an All-Star game, or would it just be something where it's like you just throw down your mitts and you just go grab somebody?
It's not like he's going to smash
the
face into the glass by the camera, say, "This is for you guys."
And I'm just like, why all the outrage? Like, where does it come from? Or I don't think that should happen. So I need to get everyone on board with me.
Stupid people, because
it
everybody's
went
pussies.
from using social media to find people with like-minded views and just associate with them to let's become a cancer and make everyone else feel the same way. And this group said, let's do the same thing, become a cancer, make everyone feel this way. And it just became a mess, and now it's so far gone that it's like, all right, break, erase, start over.
Well, it's like when all the Missouri riots, all that happened, and everybody had their own opinion on the matter, and all of a sudden I start seeing the posts about, if you don't agree with my post or whatever, blah blah, I'll delete you. Like, way to be a piece of shit.
I mean, it's not just Facebook or social media though. Like, if Chick-fil-A wants to do something, like, there's always this. Well, is that the proper? Like, why? I mean, can't you just be like, that person's doing their thing and not worry about it?
Well, I don't know what I did.
Oh. I don't get it. I mean, every time you want to come out with a new product, or every time you want to voice an opinion, it's just like, how many people are going to find the fifth in this? Is it going to be a problem? What's this going to look like in the news? And to me, that's sad. I mean, people used to do all kinds of odd stuff in cartoons, and it's just like, this is what entertains us, and then there was no uproar about it.
Oh, the newest
South Park doesn't go.
The newest one I saw, which now kind of makes me mad because I watched about half of the show and actually enjoyed it. There's a one of those where it petitions to get Lucifer off the air because it's promoting the devil and making him popular and whatever, making Satan, glorifying him, that's the word.
Yeah.
The show was actually funny, and it's based on a comic too. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, their world's going to be rocked when Priest comes out.
It's
a comic about a priest.
I thought that movie, there was already a stupid movie about that.
It's called Constantine.
No, not Constantine. There's one where some priest or something killed, like, vampires.
No.
And it had,
there's a Sense and Sensibility against vampires.
Is it Aaron Eckhart? I forget that.
No, I'll think of it, don't worry. One with Paul Bettany.
But, like, we were watching some commentaries for Seinfeld, and that DVD series came out in, like, 2006, and they're like, well, we can do some of this now. And I'm like, why? Like, what's on a '90s TV show that was mainstream. That like what's happened to society now to where everything has to be so.
All of the Tom and Jerry collections, all of those old cartoon collections now say for adult collectors only on the box, because they say things like jackass, and they have violence, and they have characters smoking cigarettes, and it's like, and explosions. Heaven forbid somebody throws a bomb down a tunnel and blows up Yosemite Sam.
So,
And then he comes up all angry and stuff.
So Rugrats should be for adults because that was full of dirty jokes.
Yes.
So was
Rocko's
Rocko.
Modern Life. Yes, absolutely. And it is. And I'm sure it will be when it makes a resurgence. And they start releasing them on DVD and Blu-ray and all that nonsense. Because all that stuff just offends people to no end nowadays. And it's not for any particular reason other than I get my 15 minutes of fame. 10 years ago, they wouldn't have been offended by that.
Well, 10 years ago, they wouldn't have had the platform. But my point is, people were probably
But had
still
they?
as outraged. Or,
See, I don't think
No,
so.
it's-
I really don't think so.
It's the platform. Now you have that ability to voice it.
Oh, okay.
It's
I really don't think so. I think 10 years ago, life was simpler, and they wouldn't have cared.
well,
Because their kid was watching this. Their kid was doing this. And it didn't matter.
but I think because of the platform giving them the access, that they now feel the need to voice the opinion. Like, they might have had the opinion before.
like now he could say he doesn't like something. He could get 10,000 likes of people that's like, I support this guy. 10 years ago, he's just talking to people at work, and they're like, you know what, that's actually not a bad point. And instead of 10,000, it's just 10 people that might kind of agree.
I just think now it kind of snowballs a little more, or it's more noticeable because it gets picked up massively. And I don't think like 10,000 people were making a phone call in the 90s or writing a letter. People don't take that much effort. It's just so easy now for everyone to voice their opinion. It's just making everyone start to shell up. Like,
Nobody can say anything for fear of...
yeah, and I hate it. Like I said last time, I'm not very big on censorship, and it makes, which is sad. It's probably surprising because it seems like something I would be all for, but I just think people should get to have their own opinions and viewpoints. Otherwise, you're not learning. It's real closed-minded, and I like that. But in the same sense, I don't feel the need for the oppression and like you have to believe my way. But anyway. I went off a whole lot of different ways there. Sorry.
Nah, it's perfectly okay.
What you got?
This is our platform to get our thoughts out.
Yeah. I thought you said you had a pet peeve, but right after I brought it up.
I was joking.
Oh.
I wasn't really joking, I was joking. That's what I said. You appreciate it, thing. Have you thought of yours yet? Good job, champ.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's move on to our cars. This is something that I was like, man, I don't think I can come up with 5 cars. Like,
It took me a little bit. A
I
little bit of effort. More effort than some of the other ones I've taken.
I like cars.
I cut my list down. I could have put more on there.
But see, I've always, it's like, if you want to give me a car, I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like, who's picky? So, alright. What you got?
My first one was a Corvette. Not a specific year, not a specific model.
Just Corvette.
If somebody would just be like, here's a Corvette, I'd just be like, alright. And if I had the money to buy a Corvette, I would just be like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that one. Because I've always liked Corvettes, and I will own one before I die.
Do you have, like, a specific body type? I mean, there has to be. They're different.
I assume you like the C7.
I do like the new C7 style. I like the original Stingray body, and then I like the Corvair style the most. The 80s models where they had like a, I don't want to say bigger back wheel, but like when they started doing T-tops on Corvettes and stuff, I like those too.
Oh, those were the.
But there's a model called it's called Silver Bullet or something like that, and it's a special edition version. It's that 2-tone gray and silver, and they did it in T-top as well. But I'm fond of those. Like I said, it really doesn't matter.
All right.
Um,
Color? Well,
black or silver.
okay. Glad that no money and no limits made it so hard for you to choose. What you got?
I'm more specific on other ones. Sort of.
The Eckes Bass 770. Nobody's heard of that ever.
No.
It's
a horse.
shut up.
Horse fish.
The logo's a horse. It is a modern V8, like 400 or 500 horsepower muscle car made in Detroit. It's like 220 grand. Like, it's stupid expensive, but it is. It looks like an old, kind of a cross between like a Mustang and an old Camaro. But it looks like a bunch of muscle cars put together, mainly Mustangs, and it is just a beautiful car.
See, and you started talking about price, which is another reason why I never was a big car guy. Is like, I don't want my car to cost more than my house, and I understand that having a place to live is more important than having something to drive, even though it is important in order to earn the money to pay for the place to live.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, I would rather one cost more. I never understood all the people that like would graduate high school and go buy a car before they like invest in a house or something like that.
Well,
at
a
least
lot
an
of times
apartment.
those are.
There's some people around here that have really, really nice cars, but live in like trailers.
Yeah,
For that very reason.
Right, but to me that's just an illogical thing.
There
And-
are tax benefits. Not that I would do it, but to live in a trailer because you own it, you're not making payments on it, so that's already paid for. Besides, maybe if you're on land that's you don't have to pay for, that's done. So you can go spend money on a car because
You
if
still
you're
have to pay property taxes.
yeah, but if you're still happy with your house, you're not paying
Only in
bills.
West Virginia.
Understand? There's actual tax
Go
benefits
to
to that.
Ohio. Once you buy it, it's yours. You don't have to pay on it
Right.
every year for the rest of your life.
Cousin, they're trying to get a house now.
Pet
But
peeve. Whoops.
for a while, they were living in a double wide down in Florida because it's cheaper. It was on.
You can make a double wide and modular home really nice and turn
Yeah.
them into real homes.
Well, that's what it is. Like they
Single
did that.
wide's not single.
You're not paying some of the bills you would. It's cheaper.
Go dope in the back.
Mine, I don't know. You guys might be surprised. At first, a new Challenger.
One of the new ones.
Yeah.
I like them.
Any of the ones with the new body style. I'll put 2015. I'd probably go.
Eats those.
What? Yours?
Yeah.
Your Fiat?
That's the one that rear-ended me and it busted the front grill. Front bumper of it. Didn't do anything to mine.
That's because your car's made of rubber and bounces off things.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of mine are going. They're not some outrageous, crazy thing.
Right.
Like it's something that
Mine are.
I could go invest in it right now if I
If
I wanted to. It's just to me they seem impractical. So
two of mine are just that like plateau of like even if you wanted to, you're never going to own one.
Cool.
what you got?
My next one will be the Abarth, the Fiat Abarth.
I know you have another Fiat on there.
I feel like out of all of these, it's the most currently sensible, other than what I would already have. The other ones might cost a little more because they're older, or yeah. But it's just faster, more sleek-looking version of what I've got. That's why I would like it. I've had a little bit of taste of power, and I like it.
67 Shelby GT500.
All right.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Yes, I know what that is.
The top Mustang. Like the 68s were nice, 69s were nice.
Still
Even the 71, the Mach 1s, all that. That was the just pinnacle of Mustangs.
I would choose if I had to have a Mustang, it would either be a '60s model or a '80s model. Those little ugly.
Oh.
You like small cars.
I hate 80s
No, I just
Mustangs.
for some reason those cars, those models, just appeal to me. I hate Mustangs. I think they sound awful. They're heavy. They're clunky.
Get the good engine in that. Those things purr.
They still make that awful bubbling, gurgling sound that...
Yeah, it's called a roar.
No. A Corvette has a roar.
It's an American roar.
Corvette has a roar. Anyway.
Gran Torino Cobra, 70? I think. It's got like a square front, not the round. I don't know. I mean, I like the Gran Torino in the movie, but not that one. It's
right.
I
like those, but not that one.
Well, it's a different body type. It's a different model. So, I don't know. It's kind of like the Starsky and Hutch one, but it's a little different.
My next one is the most out of the way crazy one, and that is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Every bit of it is customizable. They start at $300,000 and go up from there. Suicide doors, refrigerator in the center console and the back of the seats.
We'll just go to the Maybach. Jesus.
Because they're nicer.
I don't like the way Rolls Royce look.
I love that.
I mean, the
classic English style car look. It's a land yacht. They're enormous. They make a smaller one. It's called a Ghost, and it's like 4 feet shorter or something. Still the same stuff in it. Still just as I don't know. I've just always really liked them. I really like Kia did make the Amante. They had they look like Jaguar lights on the front and on the back. Similar. The body style was that old English style, like nanny cruiser, and it's like, yes, I want that.
I've seen some that I like.
It's kind of like how the not the newer now, but the Fusion a couple years ago looked actually similar to a freaking Aston Martin.
Well, that's just because the designer for Aston Martin works for Ford.
I like that car. First time I saw it, it was a double take. Like,
Fords
what? No.
Look now like Aston Martins.
A 67 Camaro wide body. Bumblebee from Transformers 4 early on.
Yeah.
It's a little customized, but just that old Camaros.
I like the awesome Camaros. I like the old Mustangs too. But I like muscle cars.
Mine are muscle cars because I really like the look of them.
Yeah, I like them. Like I like the Challengers too, the old Challengers and stuff, Chargers. And muscle cars.
Yeah. So I try to avoid muscle cars just because it's like, well, that's a category in itself. And it's
you don't like muscle cars, really?
Why don't I?
Because you have a Fiat and a Rolls Royce on a dream car list.
So?
Shut up.
My next one,
think outside the box.
picked the 2010 Wrangler Rubicon. I like any of the Wranglers that have the old round front, like round body tops.
None of that new slitted nonsense.
I like the look of the
I like
new
the look
ones.
of the new ones. I just like the round one better. So if I was picking, then that's what I would pick. Utility vehicle, something that I could take the top off and still get sun in the summertime.
You could roll it down a mountain and drive away.
Yeah.
That's why I always wanted at least when they came out, the H2 Hummer, because it was supposed to be like the ultimate all-terrain vehicle.
Well, that's what I wanted to get was
a big turd.
Was a Jeep, but I didn't think that I could haul lumber in it, and I can haul lumber in the vehicle I have. So,
not to mention repairs would be terribly expensive in a Jeep.
Yes, they are. My neighbor had one, and I always wanted a Wrangler till somebody told me like they're just awful. They're horrible to drive because you're just bouncing around. Not to mention, I know you can get actual like windows and stuff, but at least in the older ones, it was like a snap-on plastic.
yeah, everybody said they were cold and they were not comfortable to ride in. But I was like, I don't care about that. Like,
Unless you're going like
yeah.
I just want something that will get me where I want to go.
Bought this so I can go off-roading in downtown Charleston.
Some people like going mudding.
In downtown Charleston.
Well, when you
Stumping.
have 30 inches of snow, it's nice to have a winch on the front.
Pull people out, then charge them money.
I was just thinking like you could shoot it off like a grappling hook, wrap it around something, and then pull yourself to wherever you need to go, since you couldn't drive through it.
That could probably drive through it.
Sarcasm.
Anyway, what you got?
My next one is a '57 Chevy.
I thought about putting them on there.
One of the first car toys I had as a kid, and I've just always loved it. I was told that my grandfather or great-grandfather had one, and it was like in that teal and white cream color. I was just like, if I had my choice, it would be black and silver. So.
One Biff's car in Back to the Future '57 Chevy.
I think so. I also like those old Thunderbirds. Like, I think they look good.
I'd like an old car like that.
I like the newer Thunderbirds that have a throwback look.
I like those old, like you see them on shows. Like every once in a while, somebody driving around one of those old, like 50s, 40s, like pickups. It's kind of modernized. Like I would drive one of those. Wouldn't care. I got a '70 Challenger, especially the RT 440. But just that is like the best body style of the Challengers, I think. Sleek. It's awesome. I like Challengers. And that looks close to what the new ones look like, too. That's why I like the new ones, too.
My next one is a '49 Ford pickup.
Yes,
Got the step side on it. I like to have a pickup that has the nice wood slats in the back and looks like a classic old truck.
Use it to haul lumber.
Yeah.
If that's all there is in life, hauling lumber.
Hauling lumber and driving through 30 inches of snow. The American way.
Car, they always had videos of like old Model A's and whatnot could literally drive through anything.
They weigh like
snow,
7 times.
well that too, but like nothing stopped them. So I'm sure that truck could probably trudge through snow without a problem.
Whole car's made of lead and iron. I mean, turn this thing.
Well, I mean, at least if something like that wrecked into your Fiat, it's not going to bounce
I'd be dead.
off. It's going to cut it in half.
No, just obliterate it. It's dust. I'd be glitter for the truck.
It'd be like in a cartoon. You'd just be sitting on the road holding your steering wheel,
I don't think my steering wheel would make it.
confused about what just happened.
I've seen on, this is off topic, sorry, on Facebook one day I was going through and it showed a dash cam from a police cruiser following someone on a snowy road.
Oh, the piece of ice that hit him in the windshield?
No, they went in the other lane and got hit by a semi and it just like
Obliterated.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
I thought you were talking about the one where somebody's driving and the ice flies off his car and you just see it spin and smash into the windshield. I don't know if it's a cop car or just another car, but they had a dash cam.
No, it was just
I
like
set my phone up sometimes to have dash cam.
gone and
To take time-lapse videos of me driving out the back roads and stuff like that.
Okay.
yeah, I have something to do.
It's kind of neat. Anyway, for my last one, mid to late 80s Monte Carlos. I just really like that body style. It's not a muscle car, but the body style makes me think of like the last bastion of muscle cars before this resurgence recently in high-end muscle cars. Just sets high off the ground, sounds mean if you tune it right, and their bodies are invincible.
Yeah.
I like those ones better than the ones in the 90s.
The Luminas
yeah.
and yeah,
I'm
those
pretty
are
sure
awful.
it was an old 80s Monte Carlo a friend of my brother's had that they called the Beast because like they would just do whatever in it because at some point he had a story of them being on the interstate and driving up against the guardrail just for shits and giggles, like sparks flying everywhere, like that car was invincible.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those cars. Since high school.
Now for my up in the clouds off the wall is a Lamborghini, I guess Aventador. It's pretty. It's one of my favorite styles. So
I say I don't think so.
It's like the
It's
old-
too jagged
No.
and sharp looking.
It's pretty. Like there's the Diablo, and then that are like the two top Lamborghinis for me.
I'd go with
Streamlined,
Countach.
sleek.
some old Countach.
I haven't even noticed a Lamborghini in 10 years. It's like, what, quit
They make
playing
a-
Need for Speed and
They
stuff.
make a 4-door now for families, like a
Lockdown
wagon.
in the new Transformers was that Lamborghini.
Oh, okay. My last one's 70 Chevelle. So, like I said, nothing outrageous. If I could have my pick of a Chevelle, it'd be the one from Dazed and Confused. It's black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, my honorable mention was a 68 to a 70 Chevelle SS. Because all the body styles are about the same, and it's hard to just like that one there. Like they're all pretty.
Yeah.
Starsky and Hutch car, pretty much. That or
Stop it.
from Transformers again, the only name I could find was the local motor rally fighter. The one the CIA are driving in that like off-road thing. The sports car looking with like this lifted with the wheels.
I don't remember.
In the
Jay just wants a Transformer to drive around. He don't
Hey.
care what it is.
I want my little Fiat to be a Transformer,
they
and then it'll
make-
transform with me in it, and I'll be like,
It's some tiny company that made the cars for the movie, and they make the cars. And they're kind of like
Transform into a cat.
customizable and whatnot. They're awesome looking.
a Fiat would transform into a cat. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, on to our questions.
Before
of
we
the
get
day.
to that, those were our 5 favorite cars each. If you if you've got 5 cars that you like that you think we forgot, left out, how could you guys forget this car? Let us know. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. We're everywhere.
We're on Periscope right now. You can tell us.
Don't say a Dodge Neon or we're going to laugh at you.
Yeah, if you say, I will
Pit
Rob, not necessarily them, Rob will laugh at you if you tell me a Nissan Skyline, or if you tell me any sort of tuner car or Honda that you have modified to make fast.
Somebody has a garage.
Volkswagen.
My younger brother was into tuning cars, and he
I know.
Honda Accord, and it was just like,
Cavaliers.
no, get a
Cavaliers.
real car. No, he never drove. a
Grandfather
Cavalier.
had
No, I'm
a
just saying that's-
Pinto, man.
yeah.
I'm telling
Those
you.
with a ridiculous spoiler and tinted windows and put some dubs on them. Couple of speakers in the
Pat
back.
said her first car was a Pinto.
Who?
Pat.
They were, I think, pretty inexpensive cars.
She said $2,000 for the sport model.
Granted, that was probably expensive back then still.
But
I just remember, I remember his, like, just this odd shaped old car.
yeah. See, I think Gremlins had an odd shape. The gigantic.
No,
Ass end.
I got a winner. My parents had...
It's not a sword swinging contest.
It is right now a silver and copper matching Citations. They kind of look like a Gremlin, like little hatchback type cars. They're awful.
Silver and bronze, huh?
Yeah,
Gross.
they're more of a copper color actually. It's a little lighter, but
Still gross.
yeah. And if you know what a citation is, it's kind of laughable to think about it. I'll find a picture for you later.
Oh, alright.
Alright. What you got for question? You said you had something you want to save it for the end?
No, I asked him no. Because I asked Rob, so Rob knows. Because I was trying to think of questions since we keep dropping the ball. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I thought about it. You can't really just say chicken because chicken can be cooked like 10,000 ways. Semi-specific.
A specific cooking, a variation of chicken, you can say.
Yeah.
But
Like fried chicken?
deep fried, southern style, crispy chicken.
I guess you could say just chicken because I'm sure somebody might say pizza. And there's a billion ways to do a pizza.
See, it all
rest of
depends
my
on the
life.
factors. Like, if I could have chicken and make it any different way, then I'd be like, give me chicken. and I can make it 1,000 different ways. Or give me eggs, and I can make them like 50. Yeah. But favorite food,
Something you could stand to eat the rest of your life. You had no other choice.
peanut butter and jelly, probably.
You'd be 9 million pounds. You'd die at 50. Well,
It's how I gained like 80 pounds.
grind his system to a halt. Yank that e-brake.
I used to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the time.
I get tired of them. Like, it's one of those things where some people don't. Like, I'll eat them for a while, then I'll just be tired of it.
I mean, I really enjoy pasta. Like, I love Olive Garden food and stuff like that. I'm sure if I went to a nice real Italian restaurant, I'd love it. But I still think if I had to eat like fettuccine day in and day out, day after day after day, like
I couldn't do fettuccine.
eventually, well, I mean, spaghetti, lasagna, any of it.
See, I think
like,
lasagna I could do.
I could eat Fazoli's breadsticks for the rest of my life.
I think I could eat
I guess all of them
a
are
good
too.
cheese lasagna. Some meat in it, but mostly just cheese lasagna for the rest of my life.
I mean, I almost think it would have to be some bread thing, though.
Or the other option would be a good place in Italy. Margarita pizza. With fresh mozzarella and basil and tomatoes. Probably for the rest of my life.
I could do my lasagna like that. I just cheese lasagna for the rest of my life. Because when I'd make it, I never get tired of eating it. That or, now I've had some bad versions, but macaroni and cheese. Generally, it's good. Every once in a while, I get a cheap that's just awful, but in general, macaroni and cheese never lets me down. Buffalo Wild Wings did. I didn't think that was that good.
No?
No.
I mean, it didn't look super impressive to me. It looked
like-
kind of instant mac.
The going to Bob Evans, the one they have, is actually real good. I like that. That or it would just be chicken, and I'd eat like chicken wings till I die.
I used to enjoy Oreos a bunch. Oreos and milk. I could probably do
About
that.
cinnamon bun Oreos.
And then I used to
Curious
drink
to
a
try
lot of
Eat those.
strawberry milk
Them
with
Walmart.
those
I did get one. I might try.
those little powdered donuts. I could eat some of those.
Little
for quite a
99-cent rolls of powdered
You just
donuts
wanna
or
beat-
bags.
You just want to beat Golick in his challenge. What do you do, 30?
while. In 40 minutes or something.
30 what?
30
Packs?
powdered donuts.
Which I think they
In
were.
40 minutes?
They weren't full
That's not
size. They
much.
were.
No, it's not.
But it was funny because he ate them in 10 minutes. Not even that. Like, I don't think he took that long, but before, because I listened to it a little bit, on Mike and Mike, like,
Do that.
Greenberg was like, "Why are you eating that?" Because he's eating an omelet. He's like, "Because I'm hungry." He's like, "You're about to eat like 30 donuts." He's like, "I'll have room for it."
Well, they done it. There was a challenge on Dan Levitar's show, and the guy on it didn't eat the 30 donuts in 3 hours. It was the
Stu got had to
deal.
shave his head.
Yeah. So Golick said he could. Anyway.
Anyway, okay. You have another one? Or do you want to throw one out and then go back to him?
We'll do movie sequel and direction. So, what movie would you want to see a sequel to, and what direction would you want
No,
to
I
see?
came up with this and didn't come up with an answer. This was more, I wanted to hear Jay's.
I didn't come up with a
opinion.
direction. This was hard because I had to think about movies. And even though this may still get a sequel, currently it's not. And Pacific Rim, I want a sequel to.
In what direction would you take it?
That's toughy. The direction I would take is probably kind of the one I read about, to where it's like more Jaegers, more kaiju, and then something about, they said how the other universe had like a mix of like a robotic cyborg type mix because of where it blew up the other universe. They like mixed it together to make something. Probably that, but I do want to see the sequel. I really hope it gets made.
Mine probably No Country for Old Men. You guys haven't seen it, so the way it ends is pretty abrupt, and I'd kind of like to explore it further.
The sequel to The Sopranos.
I was trying to think of something else.
Sopranos.
Some other movies I didn't feel like I got an ending from, but you know, that one, kind of the main thing going on is still not resolved. So there's a lot of characters that are still alive to continue the story. So
I got another ridiculous one.
Go for it.
I don't know if you all saw it. My brother made me watch this recently because it was on TV. Time Bandits.
haven't seen it.
Horrible. It's weird. It's like little midgets that I guess work for God, and they go back in time and cause all kinds of hijinks. But the movie just abruptly ends by taking the little kid that they have with them back to his house that's on fire, and his parents are there, and his parents are holding like a microwave, and it has like evil in it, and the microwave explodes, his parents die, and then everybody that stopped the fire drives off, and the kid's just standing there, and it zooms out and the movie ends. Real confusing ending. And I pointed that out to my older brother, like, that's a shitty ending. That's weird.
Most of the stuff that we watch, superhero movies and all that, I mean, they all get sequels. Like, that's kind of why they're made, is so you can make 50 of them.
Right.
I mean,
I'd like to see Predators, the newest one.
Get a sequel?
Yeah, not the reboot they're doing. I thought it was good. What do you think of the movie?
Titanic.
They made a sequel.
I would like to flesh out the horror sequel idea of Titanic 2 Jack's back, and he comes back for revenge against Rose, and to find the...
Because there's clearly room for two people on that door.
Yeah. Somebody's already come up with that idea. So, I don't know. I thought of a good Mask sequel. Jim Carrey, I think.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one from the 80s.
No.
Wow.
No.
I thought they kind of had a prequel of The Son of Mask.
That's the reason I would do a sequel, is because the prequel was garbage. Jamie Kennedy is an abomination to acting. Watch Tremors 5.
And the mask itself is the epitome of class acting.
Yes. In all reality, I could see, like, it was tossed around for a bit for a sequel to Kill Bill. They were going to do 2 more, Volume 3 and 4.
Well, see, that's what I was
and they're
wondering.
not anymore, to my knowledge. He's still open to it, but he won't talk about it. But, like, I want to do a sequel to, like, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, but
no real reason to. But
pretty much everybody dies. There you go.
What, in Kill Bill?
Marcellus?
No, in
Pulp Fiction?
yeah, a lot of them die. Like,
Marcellus,
there's not a lot of the
But see, I would get more. I would kind of go away from
Bruce Willis lives, Samuel L. Jackson lives,
Right.
John Travolta dies because
Yeah.
Bruce Willis shoots him.
But I would kind of go away from that set of characters. And where this throws a wrench in is Quentin Tarantino saying, by the way, all these movies are in the same universe. All of my movies are in the same universe. So it's like, well, I can't expand the universe because it's already there.
He can not admit it and try to play around it, but granted, it's fan theories. They are kind of all connected, like
I
that.
mean, he
if
said
Reservoir
If they're all
Dogs.
in the same universe, then how can Tim Roth and Steve Buscemi be in every movie?
Clones.
different characters.
They look exactly the same.
It's the character. Yes, everyone has a doppelganger.
Like 5 of them.
Yeah, everyone has a doppelganger or 3, but it's the character that's unique.
I want to know what's in the damn case.
I mean, Marcellus Wallace isn't in this movie, that movie, that movie, and that movie.
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah. Okay. Next.
You got another question?
Yeah, I thought of a dumb one. Since we kept talking about Star Wars a little bit. If you could have and it doesn't matter what affiliation, any color and style of a lightsaber, what would it be? Because now they added the whole new like crossguard, and there's a spinning one from Rebels. So pretty much, what type of lightsaber and what color would it be?
I'm a simple man, Jay. So I just wanted.
He just wants
Obi-Wan's.
Luke's.
Well, I just wanted Obi-Wan's, but I couldn't find it, so I had Luke's. It's green.
Mine would be curved, Dooku style. Maybe doubles. I don't know. Let's not get froggy. As far as color goes, black or white. Probably black.
There's a. I know you didn't
Black and light don't go together.
Yes, they do.
There's a black lightsaber.
It's the absence.
There's one in Clone Wars.
Black hole that emits light.
Like Grand Theft Auto, you can shoot black flares, and it's a black glowing thing. All right.
Purple, and it would either be a double bladed or I would have the standard regular one. Then like from I don't know if you played Knights of the Old Republic, they had like a little short lightsaber, like a shorter one. So I'd have two.
You get like a star saber or
Light
like
dagger.
a four prong trident saber.
Yeah, that purple crossguard one would be cool looking. The only other one I could think of would be a orange one.
Okay.
Well, let's do a couple more. One will be kind of quick. Do you know why were you giving your name?
Family. It's a family name. Robert came from. Actually, Robert's not in the family. Isaac is, though. My middle name is. It was my mom's dad. Robert came from a deal my mom and dad made. They both liked the name, but they agreed that if they were going to name me that no one can call me Bobby.
They were big
variation
Robert
thereof.
Mitchum fans. I'm first name's after one uncle, middle name's after another uncle.
You?
I'm named after my uncle. My mom's brother died when he was like 21. She's like 17. So
Cool.
I figured it'd be quick. I just thought it kind of interesting tidbit. And
My last name runs in the family.
if you were kidnapped and you could call on any characters from a TV show to attempt to rescue you, which show would it be?
Show, or does it say movie? Or can it be both?
Oh,
Are we
I thought
opening
it
it to
was
movie?
I thought it was the character. TV show character.
Or can it
Rescue
be movie character?
No.
I assumed it was
That's a
TV
whole other
show.
question.
I thought it meant cast of characters.
Right, well,
not-
that's me too. Because my answer was going to be the Expendables.
That question clearly says TV show.
Fine. We're going to TV shows? A-Team.
Yeah, that's why I said that's easy, hands down. But then I said, well, I'd really like to see the cast of Wheel of Fortune try to come and save me.
It does say characters, but
Um,
I wrote down one single, and that was going to be Colonel John Hannibal Smith. I'm glad that everybody decided A-Team was the one
that's
to
what
go.
they do. They're paid. They're paid like
Jack-
Army Ranger
Jack
mercenaries.
Bauer. I didn't even watch 24.
Castle.
I saw somebody said that.
I thought maybe Heroes. I mean,
I was just thinking ridiculous cast to come get me.
CSI.
It'd be like Golden Girls.
But no, man. Like, don't you want to see Vanna trying to save you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Mark Summers from Double Dare.
I double dare you to grab my hand.
Let's do, cast of Friends.
Mike O'Malley from Guts.
Well, that's what I really wanting to know. Does it say attempt to rescue or just rescue? Because if it's just rescue, then like Baywatch.
I figured it'd be. I figure it's rescue because
if it's determined that they're definitely going to rescue me, then let's.
Let's just throw it out there.
I don't want to pick the greatest team ever, and it's like, oh, we got you. Oh, he died. Shit.
I mean, if they were definitely going to rescue me, it'd be like Chris Hardwick and Carmel Electra. Like,
That'd be cool.
Give me the cast of Singled Out or Attack of the Show.
Yeah. Any iteration.
Yeah, I'd let Olivia Munn save me. Anytime.
Kevin Pereira's pretty cool.
I would like Kevin Pereira. I follow him on Snapchat. I'd let him save me. Yeah. Olivia Munn, Sarah Underwood, Layla Cayley, Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb.
Any more you want to name?
Everybody.
Yeah.
The whole cast. That's the whole
Well, Tech TV and A Call for Help. Chris Perillo. Who's the guy who does This Week in Tech? It was on that show too. Never mind. He's an older guy.
Kurt Loder from
Thanks for the
MTV.
hearts.
How about that one?
Kurt Loder. I was thinking, who's Jesse? What was his name? Jesse. He was part of MTV. He's the real crazy guy with crazy hair. Edward Scissorhand in real life. What was his name? Jesse.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I
Bobcat Goldthwait in real life.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember him. I remember more older MTV. Is Kurt Loder still alive?
I assume.
Is he still on MTV?
That I don't know.
I think he's on VH1. I think he's actually with VH1.
I was say, does he still do the little MTV news
That doesn't
and just
exist anymore.
hate his life?
See, it's sad that it doesn't exist. There's like 15,000 channels.
And we can't get Say What Karaoke.
I'm confused how
Pop up
MTV.
Singled out.
I'm confused how MTV, which I guess just they dropped music and now it's MTV, has some sort of sci-fi show on it that doesn't look horrible.
Desperate Housewives. They could save me. Not for any reason other than I just want to see a bunch of stuck-up preppy women in heels.
Well, that's why I was wondering if we were going to go with that.
I want the cast of Lost to save me. Evangeline Lilly's hot.
Save me that deserted island. I enjoyed the question, though. Oh, it was pretty good.
Alright, do the celebrity one.
What celebrity?
The one that was on there that's like if you hate a celebrity or whatever it was.
Oh, what a
Celebrity you despise.
that annoys you the most? Well, what celebrity annoys you the most then?
I have a tie. Jack Black and Kanye West.
That's two odd people. Why?
I don't know. I've never fallen into the Jack Black fad where everybody used to think he was hilarious and friends of mine kept being like, Tenacious D's the greatest movie. No, it's not.
I like their first album. I like Jack Black, okay? It's not my favorite, but
I like him School of Rock.
I haven't seen that. That hurts pretty good, though.
Nacho Libre's okay.
And I hate Kanye West as a person.
But you like his music.
No. Not at all. In fact, you can almost say that list any modern rappers I also despise because that's horrible music.
Most hated celebrity. Man.
Mine would be probably Fran Drescher.
Why?
Because her voice really annoys me.
Is she so good looking?
Was.
And then maybe
Ish.
like the girl that's on Friends that
Yeah. I don't remember what her name
yeah,
is.
pretty much the same thing. It's just nails on chalkboard for me.
She was in some other show too, wasn't she? Darwin Gray? Was it Darwin Gray? No.
I mean,
The real whiny, like.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't really talk that way. I mean, it's just something.
Yeah, Fran Drescher kind of sounds like that.
It's just
Her voice has that pitch. She just like
Doesn't go whang all the time.
even when
No,
they
she
don't
makes it
though.
way
Like I
louder.
still can't watch normal interviews. Like the girl from Friends is on Seinfeld, but it's like for an episode. But even in that, it's like, man, this is still that same person, and I hear that voice when she talks. I'm sure they're great people.
I'm watching her lips move, but I'm not hearing anything she's saying. All I can hear is.
But
you can't think of anybody you hate.
I mean, I hate Fetty Wap.
I thought for a while you despised Will Ferrell.
I don't hate Will Ferrell.
how can you
used to.
not like Will Ferrell? Like
I don't know.
at
it's a
least
weird
from
thing.
Saturday Night Live. Like all of that is great.
Hell, the very least, Celebrity Jeopardy.
Yeah.
The greatest skit on earth.
I don't know. I just don't think a lot of Will Ferrell stuff's funny. I just think he tries to. He's like Jack Black to me. He tries too hard to be funny. And
you strike me as the person that doesn't like the British comedian from Good with the Greek.
Oh, what is his name?
I completely blanked on it. He was, I guess, kind of engaged to Katy Perry for a while.
Yeah.
Russell Brand.
Yeah.
No, he's okay.
See, the comedian that annoys me is the guy that's Borat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like any of his personalities that he does. Comedian wise, it'd be Dane Cook or Jeff Dunham.
Ooh, I do hate Dane Cook.
I would pay somebody to hit Jeff Dunham with a car.
I was going to go through that, like, favorite comedian, or ask you once. I thought it'd be a nice question. Who's your favorite stand-up comic?
Gosh.
Tom Segura.
I figured you would have one pretty quick.
Well, I listen to his stuff on Pandora, and wow, I'm blanking on his name. He does he's like the voice during, like, on Comedy Central.
I used to watch a lot of stand-up on there.
I don't know that show much
Comedy
anymore.
Central Presents. I used to watch it a lot.
But Tom Segura's funny as hell.
Modern comedians.
Carrot.
No. I'd say of all time, it would be a toss-up between Robin Williams and George Carlin. Modern comedians, I think Hannibal Buress is funny.
I do like Hannibal.
Chris Titus doesn't do a lot of stand-up
Kyle
anymore,
Kinane was the other one.
but Kyle Kinane is funny.
You know, Chris Rock.
I don't know. I watched stand-up on Netflix the other day of Chris Tucker.
I think
He
Chris
put out another one, and it's like, okay, that was...
I think Chris Rock yells at stuff too much. That's just not funny.
I like Bill Hicks' stuff, but
Some of the Kevin Hart stuff's actually pretty funny.
it's been a while since I've watched good stand-up, though. Anyway.
I like the beginning of Cat Williams' stuff, like the first one or two of his stand-ups.
I hate the way he delivers his jokes where he's like out of breath, like, ha, ha. Like, I can't watch him. Then, like, watching that one special, his hair just was off-putting.
He looks like he's from Whoville.
It's just horrible. Like, that's all I could stare at. It just ruined the whole thing.
Why are you talking about Shaq walking out of him?
Alright. If you have anything, responses to questions, suggestions for questions, please post them.
Commentary for us. Stuff you'd like to see from us. Let us know.
Yeah, next week I know I want to at least touch on the Super Bowl. Do you guys, topic-wise, top 5?
We'll think of something.
I want to, how about music? Give me a top 5.
The car thing, his whole thing was, we need a topic that's not these. I was like, how about dream cars? Like, all in like a minute period.
As far as music goes,
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us for an hour.
If you watch the video, give us a damn topic. This is hard.
It's not. There's like thousands and thousands of things that you can talk about. So, anyway.
Let's talk about the geopolitical climate of
we'll talk about politics. Politics is my off limits. But thanks for hanging out with us for an hour. Hope you enjoyed it.
Peace.